Hi folks, welcome back. This is Lynn with PFM Arts, and I saw something that came up on one of my feeds yesterday, and I was so excited to try it, and I thought you guys might want to try it with me. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So basically, I saw someone take just a regular envelope, and why this size? This size because this is the first one that I picked up, and I brought another one in case I mess it up. Adhered a napkin onto the front of a envelope using plastic wrap. And I thought to myself, that sounds suspicious, but you know me, gotta try it. All right, so this may or may not work. I'm just trying to find my scissors really quick. There they are. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what it looked like the person did was on the front of the envelope, they did that. And then it looked like, I'm not entirely sure, it looked like they separated the napkin because this is a 2-ply napkin. Let's see if I can do this without completely messing it up. So I'm just taking it with my fingernails and just kind of pulling it apart. Yep, that's actually working. I've seen people do the napkin separation thing a couple of different ways, but that seems to normally work out for me, especially on these cheaper napkins. You might also be wondering why I decided to use the Paris napkin. Quite honestly, I have a small bucket of napkins, and this is just the first one that I grabbed. No real rhyme or reason. Okay, look at me. I can always use this for like blotting paper or something. Okay, so they did that. All right, so there's my napkin all prepared. And then they took plastic wrap. So underneath here, I have my ironing board. And on top of my ironing board, I have, this is called Reynolds Kitchen, but basically it's just a parchment paper. I think it's a parchment paper anyway. Okay, so let me struggle with the plastic wrap. Okay, so you want the plastic wrap, or they used the plastic wrap as big as the area that they were going to put the napkin over. And then they trimmed it down to somewhat fit the sides. And that lady, when she did her plastic wrap, she got it nice and flat. But this continues the saga of plastic wrap hating me. Scoot that over just a little bit. So I think I'm going to leave about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch all the way around. That should be okay. I'm just going to come in with my scissors. Hopefully they're sharp enough. They probably have glue on them. Okay. All right. That's good. And of course, the person did it way faster than me. I need to move that out of the way so I don't burn myself. So my iron is already hot. I believe it's probably on the highest setting with no steam. Just coming around here. Yeah, I should definitely pick some non-sticky scissors. Okay, so there's tip number 1. If this actually works, don't use sticky scissors. Okay, here we go. All right, so there's that. All right, so I have my plastic wrap. I'll be super surprised if this actually works. It just doesn't seem like it's going to work. And then you put your napkin on top. I think I'm going to try to put the Paris in the middle. Of course, this napkin really doesn't necessarily fit with what I'm going on, but I am going to try to cover up, or I am going to cover up the plastic wrap so I can, I don't know why, it just seems like the right thing to do. So I'm going to kind of sandwich this over like so. Yep. And then, I guess I should cut this napkin too. Just cut it right here. I picked these napkins up at my thrift store that I go to. And this was actually an entire like birthday theme in it. So it had like all kinds of other things, you know, like the signs and then the things you put in the middle of the table and all kinds of other things. Okay, so here's my sandwich. All right, and then they literally just ironed it. So here we go, fingers crossed. I mean, this would be really cool if it actually worked. I just don't think it's going to adhere. Just going to turn it to make sure that I'm actually getting all of the envelope. Oh yeah, I can see the outside of the envelope. Yeah, this is a very old portable ironing board. Actually, I think I honestly had this when I was in college, to tell you the truth. And the funny thing is now, like, I don't iron anything except paper and crafting supplies. I don't even iron my clothes anymore because nothing that I buy is wrinkly. Okay, so this is fairly hot to the touch. If I left my hand down there, that's definitely going to burn. Okay, are you guys ready? Because I'm ready. I am ready to see this possible super cool thing or possible complete disaster. Okay, let's see what we did. What? Did this actually work? No. Oh my god, it actually worked. Alright, wait a minute. I'm just going to iron this directly on here now. That's wild! What? What? Okay. Holy smokes, I think that actually worked. Yeah, you can see where the plastic wrap dissolved. Alright, well let me uncurl this out so it's going to be easier for me to trim this off. I can't believe that worked. How cool is that? I just knew that this wasn't going to work. Okay, so I feel like I need to let this cool down a little bit before I start to cut it. Okay, I think that's... I'm kind of flopping it around here to kind of cool it off a little bit like a fan. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm just going to come along here with my scissors and trim this off. All right, I'm not doing a super good job of trimming this off, but it's okay. I'm just really excited about this. The thing I was watching was talking about making... I think it was talking about it. I don't know. I believe they were saying more in the context of making a pretty envelope for mailing. I'm not sure how confident I would be now that I have this on here about this actually surviving the mail. I think I would be a little worried about the napkin coming off and then your address coming off and then it ended up getting, lost. Okay, almost done. Get in there. There we go. Okay, do not cut the envelope itself. There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm not sure how much integrity is left on this glue, although it looks like it's okay. Fold this down. Of course, I didn't get it in a very good spot, but y'all, that is on there. Bad cut right there. That is on. What? I know I've already said it like 3 times. I can't believe that worked. I literally can't believe that worked. Okay, well, since that worked, let's talk about how I would incorporate this in a journal. So, number one thing that you could do is just glue down this flap like this in the journal, and then you'd have a little flip out thing. You could do that. You could also, if you were in the middle of binding a signature, you could actually use this in your signature, so this would actually function as like just an additional page. Or you could just use this like an envelope and slip this into a pocket in your journal. This is so cool though. What do you guys think? Literally, I didn't do anything. You guys saw exactly what I did and it worked. I'm just blown away by this. And everything's on here so flat and so nice. Like there's no way that I would have been able to glue this or tape this or do anything else and have it like this perfect. That's crazy. All right, guys. Well, I don't know. I need to go out and run a marathon or something. I don't know. Like this is wild, but I'm really excited this worked out, and I am actually ready to use this technique in other projects. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.